Hello, today gonna be reviewing 6 Hour 220 IC. P220 IC integrated chassis system 9mm model by Tanaka Works from Japan. So here's the gun. This is Tanaka Works P220 ABS model. The real P220 is designed in 1975. You can tell it from the look of it. It is a not so modern look, but it is a classic. The marking on it seems to be something Japanese. In MB Shinshuo license, 6 Hour, and some marking over here, 9mm, and some Japanese words, maybe Chinese, I don't know, and some serial number. And this is 1986 and 1. I believe the Japanese military adopted the gun in the 70s or 80s, or somewhere around that. So this is the replica of that model. As some of you may already know, that Tanaka semi-auto pistol usually adopted Western Arms Magna blowback. You can tell it from the box. Let's say here a SGK over here. For a Western Arms fan, we'll see this logo a lot more often, and the logo like this indicate that it is the latest model. If you see the HDK in a different color, that means it is the older version. Okay, this is the latest one. I'm gonna take it out for you guys to see more closely. Okay, you see the valve here. This is more like a Western Arms valve, not a Mari system would have a valve, a release valve like this. And also the air route over here is pretty big for Mari standard, and other than that, it's pretty standard for a GBB pistol. Some of you may not know that the P220 is actually a single stack gun. It's very slim. See, it's like more like a 1911. This is the 1911 magazine from Western Arms. See, it's pretty in the same size, almost the same size. Okay, the Decocker is usual. Okay, let's see. Magna blowback here. Don't mention about the BBU over here. I'll get into in a minute. I will take it off. So the required guide rod is pretty standard, and the barrel. The outer barrel is pretty loose. See, nothing locked it inside. It's pretty loose. We'll get into the Hopup system in a minute. Let's first take a look at the Magna blowback. You see the air route here is pretty big than Mari, and also the nozzle. I'll take it off for you guys to see. So to take the BBU off the slide is pretty easy for Western Arms system, which is this gun adopted on. So you just pry the slide and then push it down, and it fall off easily. All of it. See, there is no screw to lock on or anything like that. Okay, the BBU as well, there is no screw in it at all. You just need to remove this part here. You may want a flat screwdriver to take it off more easily. See? Take it off, and inside you will see a nozzle spring, and also there's a lock, the plastic lock plate on both sides, this side and this side, that you have to take it off easily. You see the gap in here, it's like a slot in there. See, that is how you take it off, by using a flat screwdriver. You put the flat screwdriver in the slot and pry it, so it will come off easily. This part here and this part as well. Done. Then you can easily remove the nozzle and the nozzle spring. Here, see? So, as you can see here, if you are a Western Arms fan, you will notice that the nozzle is actually a Western Arms nozzle. So, yeah, this is the nozzle chamber, the nozzle chamber, the BBU, the blowback unit, all of it is here. It's easy to take it off and take it in, disassemble and reassemble. It's very easy. If you want to reassemble it, simply you just put the nozzle in with the spring here, you put it in like that. See, this is the bottom of it. The bottom of it, there's a whole gas route here is the bottom. So you push it like that, then you cover the spring with this plate, the plastic plate here, put in the slot, and you see that it cannot go in further because the spring gets in its way. So you're gonna need something small like my pin punch here, and you see the spring over there. See, you just use this punch pin or something small like this, push the spring back a bit, and then push down the cover plate here, so it gets into place. See, yeah, like that, easy. And the locking plates on both sides, you just put it in slot. That's it. And this one as well. That's it. Done. Then you put it back in the slide. Okay, like that. Easy. You can check it from the slot that the slide goes in. It will parallel with that slot, both sides. If it gets in the middle of the slide slot, that means that you need to push it down a little bit more. As you can see, all of this, the gun is basically a Western Arms gun, but made by Tanaka. The nozzle, the release valves on the magazines, and they're all similar to Western Arms guns, but this one is a little bit special. They improved the Hopup system, the Western Arms Hopup system. The Tanaka made a very good job on that. Let me explain. So normally your barrel is like this. Let me put it together. So when you need to adjust your Hopup, you just slide the slide back and lock it, and you see the Hopup wheel right there. You hear the click. There. It's under the Hopup Chamber. You see a little wheel there that you can adjust the hop up easily. And if you want to hop it up, you just turn it to the left. You wheel it to the left until you cannot force it to go left anymore. That means at the end of the line. So that's it. To adjust the hop up, very easy. If this gun is a typical Western Arms gun like the Beretta, you need to take off the slide and use something like this, a very small Allen key, and screw it, tighten it to hop the bullet up and loosen it to put the bullet down. So it's complex and unnecessary complicated. This Tanaka improved the Western Arms Hopup system a lot by more easier to adjust it. So let's take a look at inside of the Hopup system. I'm gonna need more light here. Okay, now this is the Hopup chamber and the end barrel. Let's take it off. The Hopup chamber is locked by 3 screws. These ones seem too obvious, and the little small one here, the tiny one over here as well, you need to take it off. Be aware, use the screwdriver head that exactly match with the side of the tiny screw, because if you use a bigger screwdriver, it will damage the screw, so be careful. Alright, and then the Hopup chamber by Tanaka, especially on this gun, is very tight, so you need some kind of the flat screwdriver again to pry it, because if you do like this, like me doing this, it's not gonna go off. But you see the line over here that you can slide the flat screwdriver here and pry it. There, see, done. So now you can take it off. This is inside of the Hopup system. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, okay. The wheel here, as you can see, this one is used to tighten the Hopup arms. It supposed to be like this. Okay, when you close it off, it will put some pressure on the arms to get it more tightened when you wheel it. It is like a upside down Marie system. Okay, Hopup arms in Marie system is up here, but for Western Arms system or Tanaka system, it's right there underneath the Hopup bucking. The Hopup arms of this system used to pressure the bucking up. Okay, sorry, I kind of have to take that call. Okay, the Hopup arms is right here. When you turn when you turn the wheel to the left, like that, the wheel will turn this Hopup arm up, that way, up, to pressure the bucking up to hit this part. See, you see some metal plate here. See, it's like it used to pressure the bucking. So when you turn the wheel to the left, it pushed this arm up, and the arm pushed the bucking up to hit this part, and this part pushed down the bucking. So it's kind of the more complicated than Murray system. You see, let me take it off for you guys to see it. Okay, this is the plate that I mentioned about. See, it is supposed to be like this part touches this part over here like that, and yeah, like this, something like this, and then you turn the wheel to the left, it will push the bucking up, and this plate will pressure the bucking. So like that, see? So inside of the bucking would look like this when you have the pressure on it. See, it's like a fang. Yeah, it looks like the bucking is made. The bucking is like a Autobot style. If you remember the Maple Leaf Autobot or the Decepticon, yeah, it's like a fang, two fang over there, left and right side, and this shape of the bucking would, will lift the bullet better than the traditional nub. It just like a drop of water in the middle. That's it. But this one is better. I can tell you it's better, and this gun can lift up to 0.28 or 0.29 BB bullets, which is a very good on the out of the box. Done. So I think the Tanaka made a good job by improving the Western Arms traditional Hopup system to make it easier to adjust, but the basic method about the Hopup system is still the same. So yeah, that's it for the gun system, and there's something that there's something that worth mentioning about the gun as well. It's not only uses the Western Arms system. Maru system also appears in this gun as well. I will show you. About the Maru system, they are famous for the slide stop, slide cat system. Even on their GBBR Z system for the pistol, when the bullet is out, the slide will go like this every time, and the slide around here will not be damaged if it is a Maru gun. So this gun as well apply the Maru slide stop system on the gun as well. Let me show you. See, I put the mag in, there's no bullet in there, and there's no bullet in the magazine. So okay, and slide stop apply. See, the front here, what you see is like this slide. This slide stop push up to stop the slide, but it is not. It's actually the fake one to make it looks real. But the one that actually function is inside the slide. I'll show you. See, you see the metal there around here. See, I will move it for you guys to see more easily. Oh, I forgot to mention about the slide. The magazine release is here. It is very old design. Normally it would be around here like that. The magazine release bottom here, and the magazine goes up. But this one is right here. You have to push it like that. Just only one hand here, like that. Okay, let's take a look at the slide stop. You will see that actually there. See, the front here is actually fake. That's why when the metal against the plastic, it will not wear off, because the one that actually function is the one inside the slide, as I showed you just now. So this is a Maru slide stop system that apply on the gun. It's very good. Now I will talk about the bad side of the gun. I mostly talked about a good point of the gun from the beginning of the video until now. Now I will go like the bad points for the guns. I will not mention the magazine release bottom here, because it's the own design by the real steel guns. It's not Tanaka design, so I will not mention about that. The bad thing about the guns system itself is the slide and the frame is not go together so well. So at first, when I got the guns, when I shot it for the first time, it double feeded every few bullets shot. I shot about a few shots, and then it's jammed. It's double has a problem with the feeding. So I tried to find the cause of it, and I found it. Because if you have the same problem as mine, let me assure you, you should, sand off this a little bit, because it's so tight. And when you fire the guns, it will not go smoothly like this. It will caught in the middle, and then it go back, and when it come back, it caught again before it go back in the original position. So you need to sand off a bit to make it smoother, so it will fit like a charm. This is the bad side of this gun. I read that in some of Japanese blog, they reported about this problem occur on almost every of this model. And the second problem is the slide stop problem. When I first got this gun, if I insert the empty magazine, the slide will not catch by the slide stop. This will not go up. It only go like this, and it's not applied properly. I tried so hard to find what caused it, and finally I found it. It's because of this part. This silver part and the slide stop here is too tight. This is too big, and when it goes and when the magazine go in like this, it will tighten this area, and the slide stop cannot move freely, so it caught in the middle. That's what caused the problem. So I sand it a bit, see, around the edge of the left side to create more space, as you can see here. I sand it a bit. So this is malfunction by the design, so you have to fix it by, as I told you before, you need to create more space over here to let the slide stop move freely when the magazine push it when the magazine is empty. See, normally when I first got the gun, this part is tightened, and you need to use a little bit of force to push it up. So that's why the slide stop will not apply if you do not modify this part. So now it works like a charm. See, the magazine apply as usual. And this is all for the gun. The cons that I found is only two problems: the double feed, the issue about feeding, and the slide stop. And after that, it's like I said, it's basically a Western Arms guns. If you like the Magna blowback of Western Arms, you will like this gun. But even though the blowback is not hard like the original Western Arms gun, because the slide is light, because it's ABS, but they also made the heavyweight model as well. I don't know how the recoil that would be, but for this one it's light, but I can feel it, the Magna blowback force in the guns. And I believe if I change the slide to use the detonator custom slide, the recoil will get harder, and I will love the gun more. For now, inside review of Tanaka P220 IC comes to an end now. Thank you for watching.